So, what's the deal with Virgin Galactic right now? The stock took a huge and now everyone's freaking out and panic selling their shares. And what's crazy is, even if you had bought the stock in early January, you could have realized over 100% gains within a month, as the stock rallied from the low to mid 20s all the way up to around $60 a share. And of course, now it's back to the low 20s. And yeah, it could potentially sink further. And of course, I feel like this year has been a real wake-up call for some investors, as massive amounts of money are now being moved out of growth stocks that could be seen as riskier speculative and into more safe stocks. However, I think it's important to realize that the stock market moves in cycles. Just because the space, hypergrowth, and penny stocks have taken a hit this year, it doesn't mean that this cycle will last. That's why the key to investing is putting in money that you're not only willing to lose, but also putting it into a company you truly believe in, and not just because some dumb YouTuber who talks about stocks, like myself, says you should. Remember, I am not a financial advisor or all-seeing interdimensional stock god that can promise you all the stonk wisdom in the universe. I'm just some guy on the internet who makes mediocre videos about my opinions on stocks. So all that aside, let's discuss Virgin Galactic and how stupid Richard Branson is for selling all his shares of. And if any of you are shareholders of Virgin Galactic, there might be some of you that actually feel this way. But I think it's important to understand the following things. Richard Branson, one of the main founders of Virgin Galactic, sold $150 million worth of his shares of the company recently, albeit it was only 10% of his holdings. In other news, Virgin Galactic was supposed to have a flight test back in December, and then it was delayed. Eventually though, they did end up doing a test flight, but the engine had some ignition issues, so that flight was aborted. And even more recently, they've delayed another test flight that was postponed all the way to May. So if Virgin Galactic's shares being sold by Richard Branson, their engine problems, and flight delays weren't bad enough, Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket recently had a speedy and successful test flight, just to add more salt to the wound. So yeah, overall this is a very bad time for Virgin Galactic. However, I'd like to discuss an alternative viewpoint. If you believe in Virgin Galactic, now is the time to buy more shares. It's not every day you get the opportunity to pick up some shares of a company you love at a really cheap price. I just want you guys to keep something in mind. I don't know how much further Virgin Galactic could go down, especially since the charts have fallen below the 200-day moving average and into bearish territory. But if you still love Virgin Galactic, which I personally do, then picking up some shares at the sub $20 level is an insanely great opportunity in my opinion. So to wrap this up, I still have very high convictions for Virgin Galactic. There really is no such thing as a great company that didn't have a few rough patches or setbacks. That just doesn't exist. If you look back at great companies like Netflix, Apple, Tesla, they all had controversies and trouble with their stock price at multiple points in their early days. And you have to realize Virgin Galactic still is an early company. With these great technology-oriented companies that are doing different things than 99% of the markets, there always comes a greater risk for a downside, but that's honestly part of the game. So just to put things into perspective, if you had invested $5,000 in Tesla in 2019 and held all the way till now, you'd have $100,000. And if you had invested only $3,000 into Apple in 2001 and held until now, you'd have $1 million. The point I'm trying to make is, it's okay to have some money in speculative, high-growth plays if you truly believe in the company. Just don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you believe that space tourism has a place in our future, then it doesn't really make any sense why someone would sell shares of a great company for a loss. It's important to have a long-term vision and mindset for companies you believe in. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Let me know what you plan on doing with Virgin Galactic stock. Always interested to hear your guys' opinions. I'll see you next time.